Welcome or welcome back to the Lockwood Chronicles. My name is Larissa, and today we are going over my September TBR. Okay, so for September, I have 6 books. And both my book clubs met prior, so I know what books I'm reading for my book clubs, which is spectacular. But as we know, I am a mood reader through and through. My TBR will I need to read at minimum 2 of the books for the book clubs. And then the other ones, we'll see. And then I am reading a lot on my Kindle this month too. Let's see, I'm reading nope, I'm a liar. I'm just reading 2 books off my Kindle. What? I believe both the books are on Kindle Unlimited, which I do subscribe to. I really love it, except that the books that I've been reading on Kindle Unlimited, I really want to own too, but that wasn't the point of me having Kindle Unlimited. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Kindle Unlimited, and they're both my book club picks. So the first book is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, which is the second book in the Nixia series. So the first one was The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. So this is the second, and it's a duology, and I am very excited. I really liked how the first one ended. I really liked the first one in general. I had such a fun time reading it. It combined my favorite things of Twilight, the Hunger Games, Divergent-y type of stuff, along with, what was the other one that I was thinking? Oh, and Wings, kind of like ACOTAR. I just really loved that aspect, but it gave it its own spin. You can tell that things were inspired by the things, but it wasn't copy-paste. Next up is The Poppy War. Why didn't I look this up? The Poppy War is by R.F. Kuang, and again, this is on Kindle Unlimited. And the book follows Fang Runin, a peasant girl who is accepted to Sinigard Academy. She discovers a mysterious power and trains to become a shaman to the vengeful god, the Phoenix. When war breaks out between her home country of Nikan and the Federation of Mugen, Rin must quickly become a hardened soldier. I will need to look at getting a copy of the audiobook for that, because that was a lot of names that I definitely mispronounced. But R.F. Kuang is also the author of Babel, and I have been wanting to get to the Poppy War for a while too, so I'm really excited to see this style of writing first. And the Poppy War I hear so many great things about. I'm happy that I actually have a reason to read it sooner rather than putting it off for more years. I'm gonna do it. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. She just came out with another book, and I really want to read that book too. However, I already own this one. I need to just go into it. I really loved her book Attachments, and I haven't picked up another book by her since, which is just silly. And I've heard really great things about this one. And Kath is a Simon Snow fan. And I'm not really sure what's going on, but I think it's more of like a coming of age. I could be wrong. I have no idea what this is about. And honestly, that's the best way to go into a book. But she's going to college, and she has a twin sister named Ren. A novel love story by Ashley Poston. I do have The 7-Year Slip, which I do plan on reading after I read this. People tend to like The 7-Year Slip better. So I would rather go in with this with low expectations and go to people's favorite one, which is The 7-Year Slip. I really love Dead Romantics, and this is apparently about Elsie, and she is going to her annual book retreat with friends, but then her car breaks down. She ends up in this town, and there's a grumpy bookstore owner, but it turns out this town is actually her favorite series. Like, there's always like some magical realism in Ashley Poston's writing. She ends up in her favorite book series town, and she is trying to help conclude the book that they're in, because apparently there's some unfinished business, but she can't place where the bookstore owner is because he doesn't fit. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be so cozy for starting to head into the fall season. I've heard mixed things about it. I heard people just generally like it, but I heard this one isn't necessarily more of a love story. It has romance in it, but it's not necessarily the focus. So going in with that expectation as well. We have our final backlisted Taylor Jenkins Reid book, Forever Interrupted, right? I believe this is my final one. Looks to be my final one. I have been making my way through her backlist because I love her as an author. I love her Hollywood series, and I've been loving all of her backlist that I've owned, and I'm so happy to get around to it. But her books make me think so much, and Not necessarily that they're heavy, but they make me reflect on my own life because she just has a way of making me feel things for real. And this is about Elsie Porter, and she is the average 20-something. She falls in love with this guy named Ben. They get married very quickly. And then Ben, 9 days after eloping, gets hit on his bike and doesn't make it. Elsie goes to the hospital, meets Susan, her now mother-in-law. And this is the story between both Susan and Elsie. Again, I feel like this is going to be a heavier book. Taylor Jenkins Reid just has a really great craft and ability to make things seem so real and to put a lot of different thoughts and perspectives in such a beautiful way. I love her writing so much, and she always has such amazing quotes and thoughts, and she's just so talented. I love it. Okay, so we just have one more on the list, and that is The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. I don't own it yet because I'm getting it in my Book of the Month box, because I decided not to make it my Book of the Month book, and then everybody started doing it. And I have FOMO. The cover is so gorgeous. So it's coming in my September Book of the Month box because I really want to read it now because everybody wants to read it. A recently deceased woman meets the one in the afterlife waiting room, scoring a second chance at life and love if she can find him on Earth before 10 days are up. Ba-ba! How exciting! It just sounds like a cool premise. I feel like it's going to be a silly rom-com, but I feel like it also could have the element of just being heartbreaking as well. And if you are a follower of my channel, you will know that I'm missing one book in particular, and that is Daydream by Hannah Grace. Now, when I'm filming this, it is Tuesday. It is the release day. I just got this in the mail. I'm so excited, and I will most likely be finishing this before the month is up. So you can look forward to getting all the tea in my monthly wrap up for August, as well as I will be filming a reading vlog for that, which will come out after my monthly reset. So in 3 videos, right? We got this one here, the TBR, then we have the wrap up, and then we have the monthly reset, and then the reading vlog for Daydream. So look forward to that. It's just fresh out of the package. She's glorious. Yay! Back to the books that I am reading. Well, hopefully we'll be reading in September. It's these ones plus the ones that I don't have / are on my Kindle. It'll be hopefully a really good reading month. Feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future reading vlogs on any of the books that I've talked about. Or if you like this kind of content, book content, TBRs, wrap-ups, all of that good stuff, feel free to like the video. I would appreciate it. And with that being said, respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye! Also follow me on Instagram.